Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is July 1st, and that means it is kicking off a month of Off the Board. So this series was started by my friend Crystal over at Pineapple Papers. Now, I accidentally started scrapbooking and forgot to video, so we're just going to start in the middle of it, but that's fine. It's all fine. This is the Pinterest pen that I am using. It's kind of these circles over top of some text. So I've already punched out some circles out of a paper pad. I inked them. I've got this sheet of white cardstock that I applied Dilutions paint on. I did apply it with a paper towel. And then I have this basic gray paper. The line is obscure. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I am starting off by tearing up this purple paper that I painted. Now, could I have just used some purple cardstock? Yes, but I honestly had no idea what direction I was going when I started this layout. So it kind of makes me happy that I've made my own, pattern paper. We're going to call it pattern paper because I painted it with a paper towel. So I had literally no idea what I was doing with this layout. And then as I'm just playing and things like that, it just comes together. So I have two solid edges where I trimmed, well, this one edge over here, I trimmed down the 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock because I did not want the white on the edge of my paper here. So over here, I just overlap it. I'm going to go ahead and cut off that extra bit. And what that's going to do is give me two solid purple pieces against the outside edge of this layout, which is totally, what I wanted to do. And again, I really have no idea what I'm doing yet. I have no plan whatsoever. Now, this is a thank you card that my boss had written me when we got off of the red store list. So if your process isn't good, if your brand of your store isn't good, there's a whole lot of things, a whole lot of reasons why you can be on a red store list. And it is easy to get on the red store list, but hard to get off because you have to consistently have good visits from your higher ups, announced and unannounced. There's just all kinds of things that happen. So we got off of the red store list, and my boss wrote me a thank you card and gave me a gift for my part in doing that. So I just wanted to document that. I'm documenting a lot more of my work life now than I ever have. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but, I'm documenting more of just me now. So that is happening. Now, from my pin, you guys did see I had like those messy circles over some kind of like typed out paper. So I just went ahead and slapped down a whole bunch of this kind of typed out stamps. It says things like happy and good and, those kind of words, like happy positive words. So I am flipping through. I'm trying to find something in my stash that I can kind of use as an anchor piece on this layout. So I know I'm going to have the thank you card, but I needed something else. So I'm flipping through my stuff and I saw this word hustle, which is probably not a word that I use a whole heck of a lot in my everyday life, but I figured that it was completely appropriate for celebrating this like accomplishment, I guess. So I am going to go ahead and use some foam squares and I'm going to pop it up just because I want this to feel, I want this to feel 3D. In the Pinterest pin, it definitely looks 3D where the circles are. And I don't know if it is. I haven't. Okay. Here's my thing with Pinterest, guys. Like, I will save stuff, but I hardly ever use Pinterest as a place to follow a link and get somewhere. I know that people do. I know that people advertise on Pinterest. I know that they put their products on Pinterest. I should probably do that for the Scrapping Reflection shop. Even though I don't use Pinterest that way, there are a whole heck of a lot of people that do. I need to think about that. Now, I lost what my whole point was. Pinterest, yeah. Don't remember. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, it's back. So that Pinterest pen, the Pinterest pen I'm using on this, looks like it's 3D. No idea if it is, no idea if it's popped up, no idea if it's just paint and pens or whatever. Because when I find a Pinterest pen, I don't click into it. I don't follow it to another website. I just see the picture and I'm like, oh, that's fun. That's how I work Pinterest. So that's the life I have. I decided to put these little circular things here hanging down from the thank you off to the edge of the page. And this is from the Vicky Bouton thickers. I don't remember which one it is. I think this might be the new one. This might be the new one. I don't know. But these circles are actually from a 6x6 piece of paper from my SCT sampler. It's from the Doodlebug Fairy Garden collection. And what it is it's a big polka dotted circle paper. And I just used a circle punch, which you can kind of see off to the left side over there next to the thickers, to punch out the colored circles. Now, I probably could have just grabbed some paper and punched out circles, but you know, that's where my mind was. Colored circles, I'm going to punch those out. So that's what I did. And then I inked the edges around all of them. I am putting some of them flat. I'm also putting some of them popped up just to give it kind of this fun little random polka dotted type feel thing. And again, I have no idea where I'm going with this layout. Like, I knew I wanted to make the circles, and I knew I wanted to use purple and this green because I love a good purple and a good green together. They're just a good color combination. And I was like, this is what we're doing. So yeah, this is probably, I feel like this is a little bit different than my normal kind of layout. But that's good, right? Like, the whole point in Pinterest is to maybe your point in Pinterest is different, but it's to get you to try something new, or maybe get you to think in a new kind of way. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying something new. I'm going a little bit different. Like, paper tearing isn't new for me. Inking edges isn't new for me. You know, background stamping isn't new for me. Scrapbooking a thank you card, definitely not new for me. But I feel like this all together, even though these are all things that are not new for me, but when you put them all together, it's new for me. I don't know. Maybe you're like, Sandy, you're delusional. This looks just like every other single layout that you post. But I scrapbook a lot, so I'm pretty sure like there are going to be similarities, right? Like, doesn't that make sense? If you scrapbook every day, you're going to have similarities within your scrapbooking. It's just the way it is. People find a style. It's the stuff they do. So while I feel like this is me, I also feel like this is not me. I'm doing a really poor job of explaining it, but that's the way I feel. And those little butterflies on that thicker sheet, I have a confession. I think they're going to actually be used, you guys. Like, I know it seems weird. But the last time I was in Walt Disney World, it was during the Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot, and I walked through the butterfly house, and I got lots of pictures of butterflies, and I just feel like that is a totally appropriate time. I think I just got a little loud there, sorry. A totally appropriate time to use butterflies is when you're scrapbooking about the butterfly house, right? Like, that makes sense to me. I do have to order some pictures. I've been saying that for weeks, but I really do have to order them here shortly. It's just a matter of editing them and like picking out which ones. You know, what a pain in the butt. So doing that, I'm looking to see, you know, what other things I can bring on. I like that hot pink thing that talks about we're a small little gang. I decided to change where these little three guys were because my original plan was to journal up there where I just move them over to, but I felt like the journaling would be funky there. Like it would just kind of be thrown on the page and really didn't look like that was where its home was. So I moved it over and went ahead and journaled over here. Now I have to say, using my Muji pen over top of the Dylusions paint, oh, so smooth, so awesome. Like, oh, beautiful. It just was great. So I am just writing about, getting off the list and the gift from my boss. And that is going to do it for this layout, guys. Now, make sure you check the description box down below. There are a lot of people playing along with Crystal's series this month. There are a bunch of us doing it every single day. There are also people that are doing it on certain days. And then there are people that are just playing along whenever they can. If I have anybody's links, they will be down below, so you can go check that out. Definitely be sure to check out Crystal, though, because she is the creator of this awesome series. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you again real soon for another video.